Okay, so now what I'm going to show you is just a few of the basics of Ecampus or Blackboard. We use both of those terms interchangeably. Blackboard is the actual company which made this course management system. That's the fancy title for it. I'm not going to show you every option, and what you see may be very generic, look a little bit different from what you are seeing in your course, but some of the same things or options should apply. Each course is a little bit different, so you're likely to see a number of different buttons. The first thing you're going to want to do is to go to the Ecampus website, which is very general, and up here on the top I'm going to show you ecampus.dcccd.edu in your browser, and you'll see a screen that looks like this. You'll click the link that says Access Courses, and you should be taken to a place that looks like this. Now, my information is already filled in, but one of the things I wanted to point out to you is the Help and FAQ. Here is a place where you can get the number for your tech support should you need it, and for example, having trouble logging in, or if you have trouble playing videos or something isn't doing what it ought to do. Let me go back to the Ecampus tab here, where it says username, where what you are going to type in is the letter E for Ecampus and your student ID number. In the password feature, you're going to type the same thing if you've never logged in before. E plus your student ID number, 7 numbers, and then log in. Now, once that happens, if you've never logged in before, you are going to be prompted to change your password. Please make sure it's a password that nobody is going to guess. If you use your name or a variation of your name or numbers that are common to you, like your birthday, those things are fairly easy to guess, and you'd be surprised at how many times students are locked out of their work because someone logged in for them. If you've logged in before, you should be taken to a screen that won't look exactly like this, but similarly. Oftentimes this My Courses area is a little bit further down. Now, you can drop and drag boxes around like this and move them around. I encourage students to put the My Courses box up at the top, and in that box you will see all the courses that you are in as a student. Now, do keep in mind that everything looks a little bit different depending on what class that you are in. This box here that says Tools is very, very important to you, particularly the Personal Information link. Here is where you can change your password should you need to. A very important part is the Edit Personal Information section. This is important because, as you saw in the previous video, you are supposed to use the school's email system through Outlook, and in this email area will probably be your personal email or a dummy email. So you're going to want to change that. Click Submit once you've typed in the correct one. Now, you can personalize the page, change the colors, change where everything is, change themes if you like, if you're really into that. I've changed mine to this color because I look at a computer screen for 8 or so hours a day, and I'd like something that's a little softer on my eyes so that I'm not driving home completely blind. In the My Courses area, you're going to see, as I said, most of the, if not all of the courses that you are enrolled in this semester. You might see some from a previous semester as well. And you want to click on the course that is appropriate for you. This one's composition. So I'm going to click on that, and it will take us to, should take us to the announcements page. That's the first thing that most people see when they come to the website. Announcements are very, very important because they are one of the ways that I communicate in the class, and you're going to want to pay attention to that, so that if there is something new going on, a schedule change, or something I want to point out to you, I will send that as an announcement. And after the first week or so, I also send announcements as emails. This is another reason why you want to check your email frequently. Here we have an announcement that says you've logged in, you're successful, you should go to the Start Here button, and you are set. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to click this Start Here button, and what you'll see here is the orientation little video that you click the button for, and that's the first part of the orientation that I hope you've already watched. The syllabus, something you need to download. When I change it, I put the day it's updated, especially if it's been a major change to that syllabus. And there are some other pieces of information that you need to look at as well. I want you to click, if you're with me, or you can, click on the calendar. This is also very, very important, and sometimes goes slower than I like. Now, you won't see anything loaded here, but what the calendar will have are all the information for how we are structuring the class. That is, the assignments, what you should be reading, discussion boards you should be working on, that sort of thing should be available to you on that calendar. You'll likely see a button that will tell you, say, what to read or what to do. This one, for example, says it's a reading quiz, so we can click on that, and it'll say Chapter 10 online. Please read the whole chapter. That way you are prepared for the quiz that you are looking at. This one's a video quiz. Over the video, Thinking Radically. I'm going to skip down past the book information, the button that says Professor Morris. That's how you can learn about me and possibly contact me if you need to. The My Grades button is where you are going to see your grades once your assignments have been submitted and then graded. This is very important. Now, you won't see anything on my screen here, but what you usually will see is the name of an assignment, and if you see a score, you can click on that score and read feedback, small feedback, and then oftentimes with quizzes particularly and essays, you're going to want to click on the assignment link itself, and what that will do is open up the assignment so that you can actually see feedback that I am providing for you. In the assignments section, underneath this, you'll see where the major essays are. There's a folder for each essay, and when you click on that folder, you will see the parameters for each assignment. This assignment's a little old, but it's kind of something to look at. You'll see the essay assignment. Whenever the assignment becomes due, you will also see a link for turning it in. As you remember from the first part, you can't see anything here. The process of writing is very, very important, and there are a number of process assignments that you will see. For example, you'll have a syllabus orientation quiz after reading the syllabus and watching the orientation videos. Journals and not essays, but a number of other assignments that are going to be here. This is worth 30% of your grade, as you may remember. There's another button for your final exam, and a button here as well for the extra credit. Extra credit is provided to students who work with a tutor in the link, either in person or in virtually, usually through email. You'll save your evidence of going to the link or a writing center and upload the file. If you come in person, they have a small pad that they will fill things out for, and you can just scan it and upload it as a picture or a PDF. If it is, you may have screenshots of material, emails. If you can save all that work in PDF, all you have to do is upload the file, and I'll see it, check it out, make sure everything's authentic, and then provide you that. And I generally provide students up to 3 extra credit opportunities throughout the semester for using the link. There are a number of other resources here. One of the most important for you is the one that says videos. Videos lessons are incredibly important to this particular course because we don't have a face-to-face in-class lecture. You're learning many of the concepts both by reading your textbook and by watching video lessons. Generally, you can open them up using the link. It should open up in a new tab. Please, if you cannot watch a video or a video is causing you some problems, contact the help desk immediately. Do not wait until the last minute. It's a very good idea, in fact, to make sure videos are going to play as soon as you possibly can. That way you're not having some issues later on when it's the last minute. Oftentimes students wait to watch their videos until 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock the day the quiz is due, and then they're stuck if they can't seem to get it to play. We do have a number of quick links, web links, library links. There will be some links added in many courses when I have an embedded librarian or an embedded tutor. Down here under useful information, probably the most important 2 things I want you to pay attention to is the section on formatting your papers, which tells you exactly how papers are to be formatted, what they should look like, and that sort of thing. You can even click to see an example essay in MLA format on the OWL Purdue Writing Lab site. This gives kind of a brief overview of what it should look like and how you're going to put it together. A number of other formatting guidelines as well. As you might remember from the previous video, I do not count off for formatting errors, but after I've given a warning about fixing formatting errors, if they do not get fixed, I stop providing feedback but just grade the paper as is. If you have some problems with formatting, I have a section on word processing tips. For example, one of the common problems that students have is that their word processing program is defaulted to put extra spaces between paragraphs. This gives you a step-by-step method for removing that extra space, because sometimes people say, well, I don't see it, I only hit the return key once, whatever. You're going to want to take care of that as well. Okay. There are a number of other items and parts to the web page that may be important to you, and I encourage you to look around for it. The last thing I want to tell you about is you have a link to my schedule should you want to contact me, a link to email me, and those things are probably the most important to you should you need to contact me. I hope this has been helpful. Please let me know if you need any more help. Give me a call or shoot me an email, and I hope that you can get through this semester without any technical problems.